Alright, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakar Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, salutation to all the brothers and a few sisters out there, onto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. I was just, read some of this article, but I was really watching a video on this princess over here. She was roughly okay. Let me just basically. All right. Daughter's horror video confirms Sheikh Mohammed is an evil tyrant. It's time the world turned its back on him in the tricky Dubai. So this is an article on RT, which is headed. This particular thing is headed by BBC, which is British broadcast something channel, whatever. All right. And pretty much this woman, now if you don't know about Dubai, I've been to Dubai. Dubai is the world hub, a hub of all international trades. Before anything comes to the west, it goes to Dubai first. All right. Dubai is the middle ground for all things. So from the east, the far east, everything that's in the east comes to Dubai. Everything that's even in Europe goes to Dubai. Like it goes there first, and then it heads to America. America is usually the last ones to get, believe it or not. And this particular guy, he's a sheikh. A sheikh is a king. This is one of his daughters. All right. Now, according to this video that she had, like I said, I'm not gonna read all this because it kind of vexed me in a way because of certain things. But it was a family situation. I believe she said it was an aunt, and her aunt, they locked her aunt up. Okay, this man right here, I don't know if that was his sister or whatever, locked her aunt up, which her aunt took as a young. It took her young, and she has a mother figure. And I guess the aunt was talking to the British news reporters and explaining certain things before she got locked up. So they try to defame her. And they didn't lock her up like a regular prison. They lock her up in the palace and something like that. So this nincompoop over here, this event happened in 2000. I was listening to the story. I was like, I mean, it's a whole different world than from our world. But it shows you that the privilege in this society, and when I mean this society, this whole entire world, the people that's rulers in this world are pieces of shit, and their offsprings are pieces of shits. Okay? Because she's complaining about, she made a decision to go and run away to go to England. All right? Then her father goes and send people to go and get her, to retrieve her. And she's basically saying that, the father doesn't care about her, doesn't care about the other kids. All he cares about is reputation, which is biblical. Everything that she's saying, I'm listening to what she was saying, is biblical. Matter of fact, I'm going to just give you a little taste what this woman is talking about.
Has a son in Lebanon that he never sees. He met him maybe once or.
She's speaking of her father, has a son in Lebanon that he never sees. So you have daddy issues, okay?
This happened, He covers up a lot of murders. He doesn't care. My father. He is the worst criminal you can ever imagine in your life. And he has this image of so modern and all this bullshit. I have 30 brothers and sisters. He only puts the pictures, and he has this public image like he's a family man. That's all bullshit. He doesn't. It's just PR. He has a son in Lebanon that he never sees. He met him maybe once or twice, and he gave him a handshake, when his son came to Dubai. He's neglected, and so many of his kids. He's not a father. He's
And
really, really.
this is why I really wanted. Well, it's one of the main reasons why I was sitting here debating with myself. Should I even bother with this? Because what she's speaking of in a Western way of thinking. All right. Yes, this Babylon juice is this thing is strong. So the whole process of her um rebelling against her father, okay, because that's what it was. All right. She could paint a picture, she's innocent and all this other stuff. I watched damn near the whole video. And this whole rebellion, this rebellious state that she had, okay, which is everything in the scriptures is, but this rebellion thing that she had, and she got chin check for it, so to speak. Her father is cruel. Now, a lot of us would, you know, y'all people talk about hard things about spanking your children. She said her father had sent people after her and torture her. All right, beat her constantly. She even told her that if her father want her dead. It was to that extent. All right, and here you people complain about how we think, how we do things, or how we supposed to do things. But this is what happened. But let me read this real quick before Jeremiah 50, I believe it's 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So she was talking about what she was really doing, which, we look at things spiritually. She was being rebellious. Okay? Now going back to the story, she decided at the age of 16 to leave Dubai, all right, to go to London against her father's will. She didn't even ask for no permission. Now, here in the West, when a child, they would consider that as a child, right? Without her parents' consent, cannot do certain things like that. So she's complaining to international people because how this man treats his children, but she didn't see what she did was wrong. Then she said they came and got her. She fought back. They said that they drugged her. They they sent her back to Dubai. They locked her up in the palace, what she's called as a tent, which that's the Arab way of saying tent, whatever. And they pretty much tortured her for 3 years and 4 months, she said. And she was looking for sympathy and so forth, or her friends died and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, you're a princess. What do you want from the world that the rest of the world, the people of the world, wish they was in your position? Okay, but this is that Babylon juice. But let's listen to more.
Really, really disgusting. Really disgusting human being. Um, yeah. The way he lives his life and the way he treats other people is not what's being portrayed by the media, his media. Remember, Dubai, the media is controlled, as is much of the Middle East.
So she's complaining about how Dubai, the media is controlled. What does she think the West is? Now she reached, like I said, she reached out to BBC. So this is a BBC. RT is reporting this too, but this is a BBC type of situation. Now BBC, which is, they, I mean, the Edomites in London, England, are the most corrupt people on the planet Earth. So you're gonna go to them for safety? Like they could change certain things, and they themselves are corrupt. You see what I'm getting at? Now she gonna make mention. Let me see. I'm looking for something that was said. Oh yeah, well this is the funniest thing I've seen by human rights. It says, but the evidence must change. New videos smuggled out of Dubai reveal that Latifa is now a prisoner. Disturbing confession were filmed in the bathroom as is at its the only door she could lock. She said, I am hostage, I am not free, I'm enslaved in this jail. My life is not in my hands. Human rights groups know where her prison is, converted villa near Dubai Creek. Policemen patrol outside and policewomen inside, acting as guards. So she's locked up in the villa, so she's seeking help. Like I said, I find this story interesting because I see the same narrative going on with these people, and it shows you that the people that's on top of this world are as backwards. Okay, you think in the kingdom we're gonna be where any of our children is gonna try to run away? No. If you being locked up in a mansion, my goodness, there it is. America, the majority of people in America are locked up in their houses. That don't live good like she does. Who's about to get tortured to death to do certain things, and she's complaining about certain things that happened to her. And I'm looking at it at a point of view of what happened to Israel. That's torture in itself. But let me jump the gun. Here's some more.
I don't know what else to say. I feel like if this thing kills me, or if I don't make it out alive, at least there's a video. It's sad that it's come to this point that I have to make a video, but I have to. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to think of anything, everything. What else can I say about my life? I don't know what else to say. I really hope I don't need this video. And a voice where I don't have to be silent. I'm really looking forward.
It shows you,
and I'm looking forward to Shamsa having a better life.
It really this really shows you the influence. What the hell is going on? The influence that this society. When the scripture says the Lord has made Babylon a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and got the whole world drunken. This proves that the notion of these people. The hell. All right, let me figure this out. How bugged out these people are.
There's restrictions. There's only so much a human being can do. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to Shamsa having a better life. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. Yeah, I really feel like this is a start of just a new chapter in my life. I have no reason to stay in Dubai at all. I have no reason to come back here. I have people I love, but they can come see me. You know, the people in my family who I care about, my friends, they can come see me wherever I am. And that's also hard because I don't know where I'm gonna be after this. I
miss a part
where I don't have to be silenced, and I can talk about myself. I can talk about Shamsa. I can talk about what happened with us. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'll feel just waking up in the morning and thinking, I can do whatever I want today. I can go wherever I want. I have all the choices in the world like anyone does.
There you go. There's a delusion of of the minds of the people. That they believe in their heart that they could do whatever they want. Now you come from a royal family. So certain things you couldn't do. How much more you think of the average person? Where you think freedom comes from? Because there ain't no freedom out there. This is 2018 when she did this film. She filmed this. But hold on.
That'll be such a new, different feeling. That'll be amazing. I'm really looking forward to that. There's only so much you can do when you're trapped in a country and trapped by all these restrictions. There's only so much a human being can do.
There you go, man. Let me read this again. It says Jeremiah 51:7 says Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And this is why the Arab nations, all right, do not want that influence into their society, because their loved ones, their sons and daughters, with this Western mindset, believe that they need to be free from their riches. But yet then you have the world of and the West, people are seeking to be rich, seeking for those things that they have. All right, this is an ass backwards society. Revelations 11:8, it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead that they should be judged. So she don't have to worry about the privileges that she's not having, because she's not going to receive those privileges in the kingdom either. Because I'm going to remember this shit. I'm going to look like, yo, you remember you was complaining about your daddy locked you up and all this other shit? You ain't never going to see the light of day. All right? The time has come for these elites, because she's part of an elite family. Okay? That's an elite family. They are going to suffer. Okay? The very rich of the society of this world is going to suffer. And the scriptures clearly say the first shall be last and the last shall be first. It says that that they should be judged, and that shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets. What is the reward? A reward is something that's good. And the reward that the servants of the Lord is going to receive is salvation. All right? A life to live royal. Okay? The things that these people take for granted, we're not going to take it for granted. Okay? Because we are royal. It shows you that these people are not in a proper position that they're supposed to be, man. It said in the saints that they should fear thy name, and that should have destroyed, that should have destroyed them, which destroy the earth, which Sheikh Muhammad is part of the elites. All right, and they destroying the earth, so they sitting on high, doing all type of wickedness. That's why the Lord's destroying their family structure. Okay. Never mind. I was reading the comments, and it was making mention of Princess Diana, and how she they did the same thing to her, and then you sit there, you look at the things. I believe she had an affair with some guy, and it's like, wait a minute, here it is, you in a position of power. All right, you might not be the ones ruling and telling people what to do, but you're not satisfied with that position so much that you're willing to jeopardize your life for moments of pleasure. Then you try to tell people you want people to feel sorry for them. Get the fuck out of here, man. Matter of fact, and that's a mindset of a woman. And you always think about another great movie, Casino with Robert De Niro. Here it is, the woman played by, I forgot her name. Damn, why can't damn. She played that role so good that you hate her. But here she sleeps with the top guy, and she gonna sleep with the guy's his best friend at the time, was it? And you jeopardize your whole life so you get this guy to kill this guy, and he's treating you like shit. And that's why the guy Joe Pesci got killed in that movie, because the mob didn't play that role. Show you these women are man, out of order completely. 1 Timothy 5:6, it says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So the sheik was doing actually he was looking out for his best interest, because he was not trying to let his daughters become out whores, man. He was worried about he was worried about his reputation, because that's biblical. All right. He was following some type of biblical code, even though he's part of the lower the elites. It's like I can't think of the scripture. Guard, it says guard your daughter's body. I believe it's 17. Let me see if that's the one. So hey, yo, I'm sitting there. I'm amazed to sit there to hear this woman complaining about a certain position that she's in, when the majority of the people of the earth are suffering more than she could actually imagine. Okay, but she wants people to feel sorry for it. And she's spelled it wrong. Apocrypha, Ecclesiastes. Oops. Alright, let me see. It's a daughter. I was just going with the spirit with this one. Yep. Sirach 7 and 24. Has thou daughters? Have care for their body, and show not thyself cheerful towards them. And this man did not show tearful towards his daughter at all. He went berserk. He's just sent the goons to go get his daughter and beat the crap out of her. Okay? So marry thy daughter, and thou have performed a waiting matter, but give her to a man of understanding. That hast thou a wife after thy mind, forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. So there's orders to things, man. And she's just completely going against the protocol of the East. That's why she suffered the way she suffered. I believe it's 26. I'm thinking about 26 and around 10. Right. Sirach 26 and 10. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through much liberty. And that's why she decided to go to another country to seek her liberty. She was seeking freedom. All right. And the father wasn't having it. All right. The father was not having it. It says, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. So he should be shocked. But oh, my fault. I was supposed to read this. It says verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad cause great rage, and she shall not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through much liberty. And then she was telling you about her sister and her mother, like they didn't show no compassion towards her because she was locked up. Like they didn't really care. She was seeking somebody, but they wasn't in right state of mind. Like, you decided to do this, and you getting what your just deserves. But society, the way society is built upon, on the fringes of the idea that anything that happens to a woman, especially in the East, that's why you know that they're going to try to change the things of the East, that it needs to be changed because it's so cruel. But this has been going on for thousands of years, and they have a family structure, unlike the West. There ain't no fathers, no mothers. They're just, it is what it is, a free for all. So people thinking that this wicked system is the way to go. And what the people that has a similar system to our system, they trying to buck up. This place is completely out of order. All right. It says, watch over an impotent eye. Marvel not if she trespass against thee. She shall open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain. Drink of every water near her. But every hedge shall she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. So this is why fathers are supposed to protect over their daughters, all right, and treat them in the right path. She's this woman is looking for freedom. What she probably done with her, she's gonna receive the freedom, all right, but she's not gonna get not a dime, okay. And you should see the comments. I went to YouTube. You see, I know it's pretty long. I didn't want to go through this, but yeah, same girl, all right. And when you read the comments, this Western mind is just fucking, it's just sickening. It says, let me see. She does not look or sound bipolar. Lies will take them nowhere. I really hope she's okay after this video release. Bro, where do you get off treating someone like this? Let alone your daughter. This is no need. If he has a problem with her choices, then disown her public. Well, he could have done that, yeah. This guy is evil. I guess I suggest you all this public speaker. But a lot of it discussing reaction from UK government and royals afraid to lose their sheiks millions. Shame on you. Propaganda first. They implanted them on the Ottoman Empire. Now they want to get rid of them as well. Can only imagine her father's reaction now. The BBC have made this viral. And it goes on and on. Poor girl. I hope she's fine. Freedom soon. Yo, man. Here it is in this Western world. There is no freedom. There is nothing. She had it the best, and she just. We live in a backwards ass society. You have people that have been in a certain privilege that want to be with the commoners. Like that's the way to go, and that shows you what the elites is planning to do, to get rid of all the structure and where they could be gods and everybody else be straight up serfs. Hey, with that being said, I hope you brothers edify. Shalom to the elected nations. Shalom.